So this morning we're literally finishing off on the BMW, which the blog is going to be up probably Tuesday, Wednesday next week. We're waiting for the wheels to come back and a few other things to get done. So you're going to see a full kind of reveal on what we did on the BMW. But what we're actually finishing this morning is we had this Mini in. I'm not actually sure. I've lost kind of track of days. It's probably about a month ago now. Unfortunately, the customer dropped the charging lead for it from the boot onto the bumper. We're hoping that the ceramic has taken the brunt for it. It should do because it is Ceramic Pro. It wasn't the ultimate sort of protection package, but we did have a couple of coats on there. The charging cable is absolutely massive. I honestly didn't believe how heavy and how cumbersome it is, and it's just hit the actual bumper and it's made a right mess on it. I'm going to try and get it on camera now so you can see how bad it is. The aim today is just literally to skim the top of that. So we've steamed the whole of the bumper because it's quite filthy at the minute. We don't want to be going into the extent of cleaning the full car and charging the customer for the time to do that, in all fairness. So we've steamed the top of the bumper. I've spread it across a little bit so I can get a blend line. I'm going to try and machine polish the actual mark out, and then we're going to re-top the coating depending how far we need to go with it, with either 9H or 9H and top coat from Ceramic Pro again. But I'm going to show you kind of now, I'll try and get it on camera how bad it is. It's pretty big marking, in fairness, it's easily that long. And then hopefully we'll get a better result, we'll get majority of it out because there is some white bits, so it's gone a bit deep. We'll be able to get a better finish and we'll see where we go from there. So we have got the haziness and kind of the real etching part of it out. Unfortunately, it's not come out to the level I wanted it to do, and the reason for that is because this is in plastic and not in metal. Whenever something hits plastic, it generally can indent it, or indent it, I don't know what you want to call it, but it'll put like a gouge into it, where metal is obviously much tougher and it ricochets. So you tend to do more damage to the clear coat and the paint than you do the metal when it's on a metal panel. When it's on plastic, you will find it'll actually kind of gouge the plastic but not necessarily take the paint off sometimes, and that's what it's actually done on here. It must have hit it with some force. You know, the customer did say it made a ridiculous noise, which you don't expect from just a charging lead, but when you look at the lead, the weight and the thickness of it honestly it's scary, it's shocking. It must be one of the faster cables, I presume. So I can still see the marks. They're like little scratches now, like hairline scratches. It's under certain lighting, so it's going to obviously show more. I'm going to have a look at it outside. It's not as good as we wanted it to be. It's the best it's going to get without actually painting it. The other option I think we might look at is possibly putting PPF over the top of the bumper, because that'll stop it from happening again, and PPF may hide a little bit of these marks a little bit more because it does kind of do that, being a thick skin, and that might be an option if the customer wants to go to that sort of level. But at the minute, this is literally the best this is going to be, and I generally think outside it's not going to be as obvious. So we're going to have a quick look now, and hopefully it's going to be what the customer needs, instead of them having to pay a lot of money for a brand new car to have a full bumper repainted, when we don't want to be doing that if we can help it. As you can quickly see there, we're not inspired or known for not lying. We don't try and get fancy angles, we don't try and hide things, we don't try and take photographs in certain angles so you don't see the marks. I want you to see what's actually in there. I want you to see what the mark looks like, and those are literally the gouges that we say they're not physically going to come out because it's actually indented into the bumper. But hopefully, like I said, fingers crossed, when we take this outside, it's not going to look as obvious, it's going to look a lot better than that, and it's going to save the customer paying for a bumper to be repainted. So fingers crossed, that is literally what it's going to look like. And unfortunately, as I say, we can't get it perfect. You can't always do that, it's just not possible.